on me. And I know what you came here to do. Now bust it open, let me see you get it. It's going down for real. It's going down for real.
Going down for real. Yes, it is. And I'm your host, Coach Walters. Welcome back to The Score. Lucky number 13, episode 13. Wow, blowing my mind that we've reached that point. And we've had an opportunity to talk with so many outstanding young people who are doing great things, not only on the athletic fields, but also in life. And definitely that theme is going to be continuing today with our latest workout warrior. You know, she is, I might have to call her Wonder Woman for the way that she just attacks life with such vigor and excitement. And she's definitely one that I would definitely not want to be on the mat with. And that is Mariah Cortez. Hey, Mariah, how are you?
Hi. Good.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah? You surviving this?
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah? What are you doing to keep yourself busy?
Just working out, binge eating.
Binge eating?
Yep.
Yeah? Well, we'll jump down to that. What is your Corona snack right now?
I don't really have a main one. I pretty much just eat everything in sight.
That's awesome. Well, it's definitely not wrestling season then, is what you're saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's time to get fat.
Well, you know, obviously we do know you as a lady grappler for us, but tell us a little bit about your athletic experience at Del Oro. What did you participate in?
I only wrestled for Del Oro, but it was definitely a huge part of my life. I wouldn't be where I am today without it.
Awesome.
I
How
would
long?
probably still.
Yeah. How long have you been wrestling?
Only 3 years. I started sophomore year.
Okay. And how'd you get into it?
Well, my brother wrestled for Del Oro, and so Maven already knew who I was, kind of. And so then when we had the freshman like wrestling unit for PE, he just like kept pulling me out of class, kept asking me to do it, and I just said no for the longest time. And then one day he took me to Taco Bell and bribed me with some food and just like told me about all the opportunities it could provide, and so I just decided to do it and I stuck with it.
That's awesome. So obviously you're happy that that Taco Bell bribe worked out for you.
Yep, for sure.
Well, I can tell you, having watched you wrestle more than a couple times, I sure am glad that that Taco Bell bribe worked as well, because you are quite the sight to see on that mat. You know, one of the things that I was going to talk about is I don't think anybody has perfected the handshake stare at the beginning of a match when you walk across the mat to meet your opponent. Because I swear your stare down, your icy look, I feel for your future children, because, you know, you have got a look on you that just means I mean business and bad news. Who'd you inherit that look from?
Probably my mom.
Yeah, probably your mom.
Yeah, she's pretty crazy.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So what is your favorite sport to watch?
Boxing, for
Boxing.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite boxers?
Clarissa Shields, for sure.
Awesome. Is that something that you could see yourself getting into someday?
Yeah, I boxed all 4 years of high school.
Oh, cool. Like
Yeah.
Just working out, or did you actually have any matches?
Well, so I started my freshman year, and then I took a couple months off when I started wrestling because I just got super dedicated to wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started again, I think the end of sophomore year, and I went to a new gym and I was just training. It's a way longer process than wrestling before you get to actually like go fight and spar people from other gyms. You have to like really perfect your craft.
Absolutely.
And so I was training for like a year and a half, and then I was just like getting really bored with it because like every time I would be like I would be going to a gym to spar, and then their coach would tell my coach like, oh, like our girl's sick, she didn't show up. It was always something, so I just felt like I was wasting my time. But yeah, I kind of gave up on it because I'm about to leave anyways. So
Gotcha. All right.
yeah.
What is your favorite sport memory?
Hawaii.
Yeah. What was
Yeah,
it
that
though?
was super fun.
What was it that was so special?
Just, I don't know, the team bonding. It was super fun.
Right on. Right on.
Yeah.
Who would you like to thank the most for your sports experience? You already mentioned Maven talking you into Taco Bell, but is there anybody else that deserves a shout out?
Yeah, for sure. Coach Angie too. Coach Angie and Maven both poured a lot of time into us. Especially Maven. He has like what, 2 kids, and he just, I don't know, he was super dedicated to us and poured in all his time.
That's awesome. Very, very cool. Did you have any teammates in particular that really stuck out with you?
Yeah, I got super close to Layla Sadu and Emma Scott.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely made the experience fun.
Yeah, no,
Especially Emma. She's a character.
yeah, Emma gave you a huge shout out in her episode a couple episodes before. So definitely one of the things that was easy to see was that camaraderie. And actually, what was interesting, and if you could tell us a little bit more about this picture, what was it like to have that senior night moment?
Man, it was fun. It's something that I was waiting for.
And actually, as we're looking at this is the Wrestling Matt and Bonner gym, and Emma kind of told us a little bit about the story. So you guys were all set that day to have your senior night in Yokoti, and then you got thrown a curveball last minute saying you were getting to move into the big gym with the wrestling light and the whole 9 yards. What was that like?
It was a little stressful at first because like we were all butthurt about like basketball having Bonner because we're like, bro, it's our senior night. Like we want the spotlight, we want the nice gym. So it was definitely cool being able to be in there for our senior night. Cause
nice. Getting to work that all out. That's awesome. And we were talking about how you developed that chemistry relationship. Layla, it looks like Layla was your sparring partner. Is that right?
Yeah, this year, do you know Elena Evaldi?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so us three would work in with each other, Emma too. But this year, me and Emma more practiced together because like we're closer in weight.
Mm-hmm.
But the 2 years before that, me and Layla were consistent practice partners.
That's awesome. And for anybody that hasn't seen a wrestling practice, I would say that as much fun as it is watching the matches, watching the practices is even more interesting because of just the coordination. And I would almost equate it to almost a dance, the way that you guys you're practicing your moves, but it's not like your opponent is fighting you in it because they're trying to give you the feedback that you need to complete the move, correct?
Yeah, 100.
So I mean, how does that work? I mean, talk about how building that chemistry and knowing what your partner needs you to do in that moment and trusting that they're not going to hurt you.
Yeah, it's all about communication, really. Like you just have to tell each other like, can you do this so I can work on this, and like vice versa. You don't go like 100% and like try to defend it. You let them get their movement and drill, but you do like resist a little and just make them work for it. So that way when you comes to like a real match, it's not like super hard,
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, just even looking down here in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you can definitely tell that if you're not doing that correctly, that girl stands a real strong chance of getting her neck hurt.
Yeah.
Like I said, you probably were able to just roll right through it and pop up and do it again, right?
Yep.
That's awesome. If you could replay one match or re-wrestle one match, which one would it be?
Leah Brown from Whitney.
Okay.
Yep.
You
Oh,
know
the
the
test
name? No.
match.
Do you know the date, the time, everything, or just know that you want one more
It was.
shot?
I know it was in February because it was at sections.
Awesome. And
Yeah.
right here is again another one of those pictures from Hawaii. Talking about just your teammates and how close you got with them. What were some of the cool bonding experiences you guys had?
We walked this. There was like a little strip thing in the town where we were, and that was heck of fun. There was like a bunch of designer stores. We just like went in there and messed around, and it was cool. Like we just got our free time and just were able to just do our thing.
That's awesome. Well, we're gonna
That was
change
fun.
gears a little and get to some personal questions. Kiddo, when's your birthday?
October 9th.
October 9th in October.
Oh, 02.
Fantastic. I'm October 12th. So all the best people are born in October.
Yep. Libra gang.
Yeah. See, I knew you knew what you were talking about. That a girl. For sure. Everybody loves Libras. Everybody loves us because we're passionate, we're fiery people. So
Yep.
right on. When this whole thing is lifted, what restaurant you going to first?
I don't know. Panda Express, maybe?
There you go. So I went to Panda Express. They're not one of our sponsors, so I'm not upset about upsetting them. I went to Panda Express to get takeout, and they had reduced the size of their bowls so that you were only getting about a half order. I was livid. I wasn't.
They do us dirty. I used to get the kids meal from there because like it filled me up.
Yeah.
And then they started giving me like 4 pieces of meat, and I was like, "What is this?"
Right. Out of control.
I was so mad.
Yeah. You got any siblings, kiddo?
Yeah, I got 3 sisters and 2 brothers.
3 sisters, 2 brothers. You stuck in the middle?
Yeah, I have 1 little sister.
1 little sister. Is she the princess?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's how it works in my family. But I've got my middle daughter, Jaden, is definitely the princess. So, so you guys ever go to the mat yourselves? I know you mentioned that your brother had wrestled.
Yeah. So me and my sister, I don't know, I kind of bullied her for a couple of years, but now she's getting pretty feisty.
Yeah, that's not bullying. That's just raising with purpose. That's all it is. You're helping her grow.
She's getting pretty feisty though. She's starting to fight back.
Okay, right on. Are you a singer in the shower or no?
Oh, for sure.
For sure. What's your jam?
I mean, I'm more of a rapper in the shower.
Okay. Now, are you like Lauryn Hill rapping, or are you more mumble rapping that we're doing, today, like Migos and like that type of stuff?
I don't really know who Lauryn Hill is, so I would say probably more mumble rap.
All right, right on. Yeah, Lauryn Hill, she's one of the best female rappers of all time, but it's all good. So let's get into it. What's our plans for next year?
So January 6th, I'll be shipping out for boot camp to join the United States Marine Corps.
Wow.
Yeah. And the next 4 years I'm there, I'll be going to school. Not sure which school yet because I don't know where exactly I'm going to be stationed till later. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited.
That's incredible, and let me get in line with, I'm hoping, many others to say thank you so much for your service, and it's truly an honor to have wonderful people like you who are willing to serve our country in that way. So thank you so much, Mariah. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. No. So fun fact. One of my former students actually just got out of the Marines. She was actually the 2-time female Marine of the year. Believe it or not. And yeah, so she was telling me all about her story. So she was actually assigned to Iraq in a anti-terrorist organization. So she was part of the people that would actually interrogate suspected terrorists in Iraq. So yeah, it's a real world thing, man, and women have huge opportunities now in the military. So I hope that that your military career is everything that you're hoping it will be.
Yeah, me too.
That's awesome. Well, let's get into just before we get into our game, some pop culture references. If you could have tickets to any event in the world, where are you going?
That's a hard one. Any event?
Any event, concert, sporting event, boxing. You can have an imaginary boxing event.
No, I know. It'd be midget WWE.
Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna move on that one. That's awesome. Hey, are you TikToking or the gram?
The gram for sure.
Okay.
I'm not really into TikTok like that.
Yeah, I'm still proud of myself. I haven't gotten it yet. My wife and my daughter watch it every night, and it drives me nuts. So
yeah, my little sister is super into it. She knows like every dance.
That's
crazy.
Awesome. What is your Disney song, or which Disney song is your jam?
Let It Go.
Let It Go by with Elsa.
Yep.
Definitely, it's a good one. Who is your celebrity crush?
That's hard. Probably Taylor Lautner.
It's not
in
bad.
his younger days, though.
Oh yeah, werewolf when he was a werewolf. Absolutely. Yeah. I got so depressed. I woke up this morning and I found out that they were going to release another Twilight book, and I was like, "Oh, it was gone. Don't bring it back. Don't bring it
another
back."
Book? Are they going to make another movie then?
I'm sure that if they bring out another book, they're going to bring out another movie. It's like Harry Potter. My wife gets mad at me because I don't know the Harry Potter character. She's like, "Who's your favorite character?" I said Gandalf.
I've never read or watched a Harry Potter movie.
That's awesome. Who's your favorite teacher on campus?
Maven.
Oh, it's easy for sure. Now, did he continue? This is important. Did he continue buying you Taco Bell after he got you out wrestling, or was that just like a one-time deal?
Not Taco Bell, but other places. He bought me In and Out a couple of times.
Depends on how your match went. You know, if the match didn't go well, you had to run a bunch more laps. But if you got what you needed, a little double action.
No, he was always supportive, win or lose.
That's awesome. What show are you binge watching right now?
Honestly, I really don't watch TV like that.
I've heard that from so many people. Like it's either
really
like
don't.
Like I finished like 18 shows, or I don't watch it. So
yeah,
right on.
I hardly watch TV.
Awesome. All right. Well, Mariah, now it's time to move on into the last segment, which is blurred vision. For those of you that haven't seen it, when we played it earlier with Mason Manconsola, what's going to happen is I'm going to put up an image on the screen. It's going to be blurred out for Mariah and for you, and she's going to give it her best guess as to what is being hidden by the blur. Mariah, you ready to go?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
That's the Marine Corps logo.
That a girl. That is absolutely correct. It is the Marine Corps logo. She's going to be getting to know that very well over the next 4 years. All right, image number 2.
It looks like people.
It is.
Oh, it's Maven. That's Maven.
Yeah, dead giveaway is his yellow shoes. Good call. That is Coach Maven. You're 2 for 2, Mariah. Feeling good about yourself. Here we go. Image number 3.
It looks like some type of bread.
It's a great guess. It's actually ice cream.
Oh.
All right, image number 4.
A cat.
Nailed it. 3 for 4. That a girl. Image number 5.
Superman.
Yeah. And so excited you were to get that right. 4 for 5. Let's go. Image number 6.
Ew. My parents and I.
It is your parents and you. And let's take a little pause and let's talk about this. What an adorable picture. How old were you?
I think that was my 5th or 4th birthday.
That's awesome.
One of those.
And Dad was rocking a Del Oro shirt already, huh?
Yep.
That's awesome, man. So yeah, obviously I wanted to give a little attention to your folks in this picture. So, all right.
M&M's.
That is M&M's. Let's go. That one I didn't think you had a shot at. Image number 8.
Elsa.
That is Elsa. You are 7 for 8.
The DO logo.
That is the DO logo. And last image. Here we go.
Kyle Wazlowski.
That is Kyle Wazlowski. And as most people have kind of figured out by now, we are going to be looking for you to nominate our next guest on the score. And that is going to be who?
Kyle Wazlowski.
Kyle Wazlowski. You are our next man up on the score, episode number 14, and we look forward to chatting with you. Hey, Mariah, it's been absolutely awesome having you. I just want to say thank you again for making time to come on and let us know a little bit about what you're doing, and thank you again for your future service.
Yep, for sure. Thank you for having me on here.
Right on. Well, folks, this is going to close out our 13th episode. We appreciate you. Make sure that you check out our earlier episodes because we got a lot of great stuff going on. And if you know any athletes that are interested, please reach out to us because we want to make sure that we recognize all those kids that are doing great things. Once again, I'm Coach Walters signing off, saying be smart, be safe, take care of each other, and we're all going to get through this because we're better together. Pride matters, and don't forget to check the score.